So for my flashcards, I started with the I am target audience. My target audience are sixth grade students, which when creating a assignment for sixth grade students, you have to focus on the maturity level and how they keep their attention. So sixth grade students are becoming mature, but they are not fully developed when they can't really think into deep thought and go into really serious concepts yet. So I decided for evaluation I could use essay questions because they are capable of that, but they shouldn't go into too deep of thought and they shouldn't be long papers. They're just short 3 to 5 sentence essay questions. And for the IM for sixth grade students, I think that they are able to do a lot of research on their own and they should be able to research and go in depth, but it should still be fun. It still needs to be interactive. It still needs to keep their attention so that they will enjoy the assignment. And there needs to be lots of pictures and things that will make the assignment fun for them. Objectives used for the IM. Get it to flip. First are when tested, students will be able to define and describe an ellipse. Then they will need to be able to compare and contrast lunar and solar eclipses. And finally, they will be able to know the aspects and terms of the eclipse, which is tilt, orbit, umbrum, corona, penumbrum, and Saros cycle. Practice used to prepare students for IM. I'm going to use, as a teacher, the solar system model that I have, and I would show them with the whole class involved how an ellipse is created with the sun alignment and moon alignment, and just show all of those aspects with the tilt. If there needs to be further instructions, I can use the Picto chart to go into more depth because one of the aspects of my target audience is that they are initial learners. They do not know any prior knowledge of this subject, so we'll need to go into depth. For the first part of my IM is the home page. This is where students, when they first log on, it will show the instructions of the site and assignment and basically just let them have a good base for what the assignment is going to be about. What will be on the homepage, it will consist of instructions, it'll have information of the layout of the IM, it'll show the purpose of the objective so it can show them why we're doing this, and information that this information will be presented in text format and video format depending, so they can watch both, or if they like one better than the other. That way they can decide which way they like to learn best. The purpose of the homepage is just to help the students really know why we're doing this IM, how to do it, the layout, so that they won't be too confused, and basically the what, so the aspects of the homepage. Hopefully the homepage will answer any of the main questions the students have about the IM. If they are confused about something, they can go back there and just get more focused in on the assignment. What is the ellipse assignment page, which is the first page they will work on. This page they will read and take notes about an ellipse, solar and lunar, and why it happens, and record all of the information they are learning through Evernote, which will be through the site, or if they do not like taking notes on the computer, which I understand, I like taking notes on paper, then I will give them the option to do that. What is an ellipse? What is this page? This page is just to give the initial information about what an ellipse is. The information will be presented through text, videos, diagrams, and links. Hopefully when made, the diagrams will be colorful. I'll try to make this page very bright, and so it'll like keep their attention because this is their initial information. If they do not like this page fully, they can go to different links to get more of a grasp on what an ellipse is, and this is just to give them their base of information. The purpose of this page is to fulfill this objective. When tested, students will be able to define and describe an ellipse without using materials or notes. And on this page, this will be at the top of the page so they know that this is what the purpose of this page is. This is what you're trying to get out. This is what your notes are going to be over. And so that when they're going through this, they know that this is what their target is. Specifics, again, there's going to be diagrams featured, texts so they can read about it if they like that, diagrams so if they like a visual representation of basically what the text is saying. There'll be videos describing, images that will hopefully make the page more interesting, and then again, additional links that if they want to go further in depth, then they can. What is the solar and lunar comparison page? This is the next page they'll go to. It will consist of instructional media that compares and contrasts lunar and solar eclipses. So this is just going further in depth and now comparing the two different kinds that they'll need to know. The purpose of this page is to fulfill the objective. When tested, students will be able to compare and contrast lunar and solar eclipses on a Venn diagram without using classroom materials or notes. And again, this will be posted on the top of the page so they know this is their objective when going through. Specifics of what is on the solar and lunar comparison page. It will have text information again so they can read about it and get just like really in depth, but it'll also have the instructions for the Venn diagram, because that is what they'll be doing. Once reading the text, watching the videos, going through the diagrams, they will need to make a Venn diagram of the compare and contrast, so comparing the differences and similarities, and I'll have instructions posted on how to do that and a Venn diagram on there so they won't need to make any of that. What is the site page? So this is the next page that they'll be going to, and basically you go on the site page to find the explanations of the vocab. This is the vocab they'll need: tilt, orbit, so on. What is the purpose? Again, to fulfill the objective. When tested, students will be able to define and follow aspects of an eclipse within 5 minutes, and those are the definitions. So this will again be posted. They know these are the words and definitions they need to understand. What the site page instructions will be presented through a video and text format. Every single page again will have this, so they can read the text or they can watch the video, whatever they prefer, or both, just so they fully understand what they need to do and the information. The site quest page is just basically instructions, and then there will be 3 to 4 pages addition, and that's what the actual site quest will be. And again, this will be all explained on the site quest page, but the students will go through the 3 to 4 pages and just go through the definitions and take notes over these terms. What will be on the 4 to 3 pages? It'll be 4 to 3 pages, and they'll consist of games, videos, diagrams, and other interactive activities to help the students develop their knowledge and understandings of the terms. So basically, it'll just have all the aspects of the other pages, but even more, so it'll have games, and they can go interactive, so they can really just get involved in those terms and really fully grasp their concepts. Specifics of what will be on the page. Each page will consist of a video that explains, also will consist of texts, images and diagrams over the text, and again, this is to make the IM more interesting and captivating, and then additional links, so if they want to go further in depth of the terms. The first page, the terms that will be used are tilt and orbit, so those are the subject matter of the first SiteQuest page. The second SiteQuest page will be the umbrum and cornu penumbrum, and depending on how these two go together and what videos I can find when actually making the IM, they might be split up into 2 separate pages, but as of right now, I think I'm going to try to incorporate them together. The third site page and terms are, let's see if I can put the chorus cycle, the Saurus cycle, sorry about my pronunciation, but this will be the term focused on for the third page. Finally, there is the practice and submission page. This will consist of 5 essay questions. This is also the page where they can submit all of the notes they have been creating throughout this assignment. The purpose of this page is to evaluate the student's understanding of the material and skill through essay questions And also it is a place, again, where they will submit all the activity notes and things that they have been doing, like the Venn diagram and all that stuff. The specifics of this page will consist of a conclusion, so it will wrap up the assignment. It will also have the 5 essay questions, which will be 3 to 5 sentences, so not too overwhelming. Assignment materials, instructions for the essay questions, and then submission area for the notes. There will also be a survey provided if they want to say what they liked about the assignment, what they didn't like, so that I can improve upon this IM for future classes. Evaluation. The students will be graded over a rubric of their understanding of ellipses and interactive module. The rubric will be graded over the 5 essay questions, the notes they took, and how well they follow the instructions. So how well they grasp the homepage and how well each page has very thorough instructions of what they're supposed to do for this page. The homepage has very thorough instructions of what is asked for, and it's how well they really followed these instructions that will be graded on the rubric. What is the IM independent practice? That is the last page on the website. It is basically their homework, but it's just going to be instructions for the homework. It'll be the place they submit the homework assignment. The homework assignment is they will have to make a Kahoot with 10 questions and then explain those 10 questions with 2 to 3 sentences about why they chose those questions and how they connect to the overall assignment. Purpose of the IM independent practice is additional practice for them, so it gives them just kind of a final practice over the material, and it also is a way for me to evaluate how they worked with the assignment and their knowledge of the assignment. The specifics of the IM, it will just give text instructions. This one won't have video instructions since it is just so concrete, and then a link to the Kahoot, so it'll give them to the assignment, and a submission box. The time needed to complete the IM, I'll give them 1 hour and 45 minutes. That will be scheduled in the computer lab for completion of the assignment, and that is how much time they will have. How the time will be divided. First, 10 minutes to navigate through the homepage, so logged on, get comfortable with the homepage. Then they'll have 15 minutes, maybe 20 if they really need it, for the Eclipse assignment page. Then 10 to 15 for the solar and lunar, and 30 to 40 for the SiteQuest. And then the extra time is 20 to 40 minutes. Hopefully they get the 40 minutes. It just depends on how they really use their time, if they use their time properly. If they do not complete it and they need more time, I will work with the students on that. After the IM evaluation, the students will take a 15-minute test over the vocabulary, in the module, objectives, and basically the assignment. And I will also grade them on their Kahoot and Quizlet. And this test is just basically wrapping up everything they learned, and will be mainly focused on the IM and all of the objectives on the IM. The state standard I used for this development is design models to describe how Earth rotation, revolution, tilt, and I didn't use this entire standard is not being used. It's mainly focusing on eclipses, but it also will focus on tilt a little bit, and other aspects will be incorporated, but the main focus is eclipses.